Security in mainland Sabah was under control. Cross-border attacks ongoing. Malaysia, Philippines, Indonesia, Vietnam, Singapore, Thailand, Bangsamoro militia support. Jihadist elements. Abu Sayyaf, others combatants, Moro pirates, Sulu Sultanate, former Sabah invasion supporter. Government of the Philippines, Mahyudin Yasin, Hajiji Nur, Rodrigo Duterte, Joko Widodo, Radulan. Sahirong, Abdurajak, Janjalani, Khadafi, Janjalani, Isnilong, Totoni, Hapilong, various pirates leader. Fudgal Kiram, former support, Diosdado Macapagal, Ferdinand Marcos, NSOF. Malaysian Armed Forces, Royal Malaysia Police, Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency, Armed Forces of the Philippines, Philippine National Police, Abu Sayyaf, Moro pirates, Philippine Security Forces. Uncertain Indonesian Security Forces. Uncertain law-abiding Moro rebels. Kiram followers. Philippine Security Forces. Indonesian Security Forces. Law-abiding Moro rebels. Abu Sayyaf. Kiram followers. The cross-border attacks in Sabah are a series of cross-border terrorism perpetrated by the Moro pirates from Mindanao on Sabah that began even before the British colonial period. Many civilians have died or suffered during these incidents, causing an increase in anti-Filipino sentiment among the native peoples of Sabah, especially after major attacks in 1985, 2000 and 2013. The attacks were more intense during the presidential terms of Diosdado Macapagal and Ferdinand Marcos, who supported irredentist claims to include Eastern Sabah as part of the Philippines territory. In addition, with the recent infiltration and attacks by militants as well, the uncontrolled human migration from Mindanao to Sabah that has led to more unease sentiments among the local residents of Sabah, with around 78% prison inmates that were caught in the state due to involvement in criminal activities and lawlessness. Issues are mainly originated from the southern Philippines. Prior to the large-scale military operation initiated by Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte to combat the rampant lawlessness in the southern Philippines since the mid-2016, the Malaysian security forces have been told to tighten its security and to ensure that terrorists do not attempt to flee prosecution by escaping to uninhabited areas. Sabahan leaders are also ordering Malaysian security forces to shoot on sight any trespassers who continue to ignore laws despite repeated warnings, and those escaping militants should be dealt with the country laws more effectively. Following the declaration of martial law in neighboring Philippines since the 23rd of May 2017, Malaysian authorities had increased their border security. Sabah Chief Minister Shafee Apdal also has urged the Malaysian security forces to stop taking a defensive attitude and being offensive towards the rampant crimes perpetrated by southern Filipino criminals and terrorists that has disturbing peace in the state. Various countries such as Australia, Canada, China, France, Germany, Hong Kong, Ireland, Japan, New Zealand, Singapore, South Korea, Switzerland, Taiwan, United Kingdom, United States and Vietnam have raised a travel alert for its citizens to avoid the area in eastern Sabah. Piracy has been a part of the Sultanate of Sulu's culture. During the expedition by the British ship HMS Dido in 1846, Captain Henry Keppel mentioned, "The most desperate and active pirates of the whole Indian archipelago are the tribes of the Sulu group of islands lying close to the north shore of Borneo." The Sulu Islands were known for their great slave market, with their islanders frequently attacking Borneo Island in search of slaves. In 1910, the neighboring Celebes Islands was attacked by 7 Moro pirates whom had crossed from Mindanao, and 2 Dutch traders were killed in the incident. Subsequent reports from the British government in North Borneo reported that Jolono Moros terrorized the inhabitants of North Borneo, looting small towns and killing many people. Although the British did a lot to combat piracy, an office of a British company was later raided by 12 Moro pirates in Calabacon in July 1958. Another raid was done on the nearby township of Sempona on the 29th of March 1954. During the last years of British rule in North Borneo, both seafarers and coastal settlements suffered a high numbers of attacks from pirates who were believed to be mainly based on Tawi Tawi. Between 1959 and 1962, 232 pirates attacks were recorded by the British authorities in North Borneo. But these were thought to be underestimated as many attacks went unreported. The British North Borneo governor at the time, Roland Turnbull had requested the British to provide him with security forces from the Royal Navy and Royal Air Force, but no aid was sent until a British newspaper, the Daily Telegraph, embellished the report with an anti-Indonesian bias because of the Indonesia-Malaysia confrontation. Regional migration flows within Southeast Asia are not a phenomenon restricted to current times. Social and cultural connections between Sabah